What's up guys, Harley Pettit from Bella's Bombers, and this is going to be the first time we do this. This is going to be the Lone Star Spotlight series, where I take a disc out of my bag and show you guys how it flies for me. And if you guys want to pick one up, I'll tell you at the end how you can get one for yourself. We're going to start off with the Texas Ranger. We're going to be playing the IBC Woods course, and hopefully I can put some lines together and show y'all how it flies. Let's get straight into it with hole one. Hole one left a little bit to be desired in the lighting department, but it was a pretty good shot overall. We're going to step up with the Texas Ranger, put it on slight hyzer out of our hand, and it's going to fade into the wood line not too far from the basket. This is the first putt of the day, so we're warming up our stroke, but we were able to cash it for the birdie. Moving on to hole two. I leave this one a little bit left. I didn't really get over on it. It's going to take a big skip away from the basket. But we're going to step up with a confident stroke and hopefully knock this one down. And we do, just barely off the cage. Stepping up on this one, we need to hit this gap. So I'm going to line that up, take a couple practice swings at it. We do hit the gap, but it finishes a little straight, ends up hitting that tree and kicking right behind it. Don't have much of a look here, so we're going to straddle out, take a little layup, and take our first par of the video. Knock that down, no problem. Moving on to this hole, it's blind off the tee, but we just got a big hyzer over all the trees. And then I hear what I think is a tree about the time I turn around here, but as I approach this basket, it's actually swinging, and we don't have a lot of wind, and I'm kind of thinking, looking back on it, that I might have hit the cage. I have no way to prove that, but that's what I'm going with. Bit of a weird little catch cam angle here, trying to show y'all where the disc went. And then I didn't take my putter because I was confident I was going to park it, so here's an approach with the Texas Ranger. Just off the front of the cage, we almost cashed that for the birdie, and we will tap it in and take a par. Coming up on this next one, it's another slightly blind shot. You can actually see it in person, but not really on camera here. But that went just under the elevated basket long. I can't really see the basket here. I have kind of a blind putt around the tree, and I leave it a little bit high and it leaks into the woods there. I'm going to begrudgingly walk over to take this next shot and see if I can tap it out and keep ourselves bogey free. And I was able to. Moving on to this next hole. I definitely did not take enough time to set the camera angle up, so it's pretty low, but that kind of works out because, as you're about to see, I released it on a really low line. Gets a little lucky and plinkos most of the way there, and we have a little tap in for our birdie. This next one is the first time I'm going to throw the Ranger on forehand, and I choose to do a standstill for a little extra control. Finished a little too straight, but it'll be fine. There's a little zoom in on how far back in the trees I am. And then I doink the putt off of the tree, and then stay back there and go ahead and give it a little hyzer bid with the Ranger and cash it. But that doesn't count, so we'll go ahead and make our actual putt. And moving on to hole 18, we are going to throw this one. It felt good out of my hand, but it got a little overstable toward the end. Not sure if you can even see it, but I am like a foot out of bounds right there, maybe even just a couple inches. So here is my drop zone putt, and I leave it right. Never really high enough either. Same thing with the Ranger attempt, and we're going to tap out our bogey. A bogey is definitely not how I saw this video ending, but sometimes you can't control the outcome, and I leaked just slightly OB with that shot. Either way, I hope I showed you guys how point and shoot the Texas Ranger is and how many lines it can hold. If you guys want to pick one up, or any other Lone Star disc for that matter, you can use code BellasBombers at checkout on LoneStarDisc.com for 10% off your entire purchase. Thank you guys for watching the first Lone Star Spotlight video. I'm going to do it with plenty of discs in my bag moving forward. Pick you guys up a Texas Ranger, and I'll hope to see you on the course real soon.